Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
I know Willis Cooper started Lights Out, but Arch Oboler took it to new levels, especially in this episode today entitled Subbasement. Joseph-Kearnes and bea Benaderet. Amazing performances in this episode, originally broadcast August 24th, 1943.
Iron Eyes Yeast presents Lights Out, everybody. It is later than you think. Lights Out brings you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly, so if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now.
This is Arch Oboler. Tonight's is a story that's happening because a very long time ago I found myself in the sub-basement of a huge department store. A strange subterranean world of half-lights and half-darknesses. So, to you who thrill to whatever might be beneath the earth, I bring you a tale of Subbasement.
But of course I can run an elevator.
I was just asking.
And I told you. Well, here we are. All right. All right, are you getting out?
I suppose so.
Suppose so. For 10 years, that's all I've heard. Where do you work? What do you do? Why don't you let me see
Don't
it?
get angry.
Oh, I'm not angry. I'm just telling you. Come on, this way.
Such a big basement.
You don't know the half of it. It's like a whole city down here.
A person goes to a department store and doesn't know all this is underneath.
Say that again.
And you're in charge of everything down here?
That's another fact. Here, look at these.
What are they? Furnaces?
Oil burning. Heats and air conditions the whole building up above. 20 stories.
But where is everybody?
Nothing but a watchman at this hour of the night. Everything's shut down.
Help!
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
What did you do that for?
Oh, I just wanted to hear my voice. It's like a big cave down here.
Yelling out like that. Won't you ever grow up?
Don't be angry, Arnie.
All right, come on.
Yes, Arnie.
Come on, in here.
Another elevator?
Well, you want to see everything, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do. Down some more?
Yeah. All right.
Another basement.
Yeah. Go ahead. Plenty of light to see behind.
What's down here?
Come on over here. I'll show you. There, in the wall.
Is it a tunnel?
That's what it is.
But a tunnel down here?
See those tracks?
Yes. Where do they go?
How do you think all the merchandise is brought to all the stores here in the business section? Tunnel system, that's how. Right under the city streets.
I had no idea.
Mighty few people have. Trains run on those tracks, bring the stuff right in.
Trains? Oh, Arnie.
You think all I've got to do is make jokes? You think the only kind of a train's a big one?
Well, I just don't know.
These are little ones. They run on electric batteries, just like they have down in the mines. Come on, I'll show you.
Where?
In the tunnel.
But it's so dark.
There are lights every little ways. Come on.
I don't think so.
What's the matter with you?
I'm afraid.
Oh, for John's sake. For years you pestered me to see. You come along, Emma, you understand?
All right. Arnie, this is far enough.
Oh, for John's sake. What's the matter with you now?
I don't know.
Come on, there's one of the little engines parked down at the end of the tunnel. You might as well see it. Well, keep walking.
I think I'd like
down
to go...
this way, you'll see the train.
Yes, but Arnie, the lights... Arnie, where are you?
Right here.
What's the matter?
Matter?
Oh, why are you standing so close to me?
I'm your husband.
Oh, Arnie, don't be silly.
Emma, I'm going to tell you something.
Arnie, what's the matter with you?
Listen to me for the last time.
Last time? Arnie, what's the matter with you?
Do you know that you can't get out of here?
What?
You can't get out of here.
Arnie, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, Arnie. You haven't made a joke like that in years. The last time you tried to scare me was right after we were married, remember? With that fur piece you made off was a dead animal that had gotten in the bedroom. You remember?
I remember. Come along further, Irma.
Oh, sure. As long as I know what you're up to, I don't mind. How far are we going?
A long way.
All right, Arnie. Anything you say.
Don't I know it? All right.
All right, what?
This is as far as we're going.
Oh. I feel funny. I've never been under the ground so far in so long. It was very nice of you, Arnie, to take me down here. So interesting. Very nice of you. Arnie, why don't you say something? Arnie, is something the matter? Arnie, really, you can't frighten me. Not now, you know. Arnie, are we waiting for someone? If we are, I think I hear him.
Hear him?
Well, yes, don't you?
No.
But I heard someone.
I tell you, there's no one down here.
All right. All right, if you say so, Arnie.
If I say so. Can't you say something else but that even now?
Now?
Yes. Irma, I'm going...
There, I heard it again.
What?
Are there trains running this late at night?
Trains?
If it's a train, we ought to get out of here. Tunnel's so narrow, Arnie, please.
Shut up. Let me listen.
Hear it?
Will you shut up? Who's there? Who's there?
Isn't there supposed to be anyone?
Oh, of course not. I saw to it. Is that you? Is that you, Tom?
Who's Tom?
Tom, are you down here?
One of the watchmen?
I told him I'd pull his boxes tonight. I told him. Tom! Hey, Tom!
What's wrong?
Tom, what's the matter with you? Come on out here. Do you hear me? Come out right away or I'm firing you. Tom!
Is he playing jokes, too?
That fool, I'll break his neck. Get my hands on that.
No, Arnie, don't leave me. Arnie, where did you go? Arnie, it's so dark, the tunnel. Arnie, where are you? Arnold, was that you? Arnold, it is you. Did you cry out? What?
Stay back.
You... That man. Who?
From what's left of his face, I think it's Tom.
What? What happened? The train ran over him? Arnold, answer me, was it?
Train? No. Something's torn out his throat. Come on. Got to get out of here.
Oh, yes.
Something down here.
Arnie, wait, I can't go so fast.
Police, I'll get the police.
Please, Arnie, wait for me. Arnie, what's the matter? Arnie, why are you just standing there? Why don't you open the door?
Door wasn't closed before.
Well, open it.
It won't open. It won't open!
Joseph-Kearnes, Bea Benaderet are known as comedy actors, but I think you'll appreciate how they act in this one. August 24th, 1943, Sub-Basement, an episode of Lights Out on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
You ever make a change and then think, Why didn't I do this years ago? Well, that's how people feel about switching to Medi-Share for their health care, especially now with inflation the way it is. People are very happy with the savings. Most families save about $500 a month when they switch. It's a huge help when prices are going up so fast in so many other areas. And Medi-Share's customer satisfaction rate is double that of health insurance. It's just a different experience, and people really like that. Medi-Share is an alternative to health insurance. It's a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills, and it's been going strong for over 25 years. It really is the gold standard, the most trusted name in healthcare sharing. Find out why people love it, find out why they rave about the customer service, and find out how good it feels to save some money right now. They're super easy to talk to. Here's the number, 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE, 833-34-BIBLE.
Thank you for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater on your favorite station. Now let's get back down to the sub-basement. Arch Obler's Lights Out, Joseph-Kearnes, Bea Benaderet, August 24th, 1943.
All right. We'll be there in a minute.
But are you sure?
I tell you, it's an emergency exit. It's always kept open.
Why was that door locked?
Stop asking me that. I don't know.
And that watchman?
Stop talking, will you? I don't know anything.
Honey, why did you stop talking? And why stop? You said the emergency exit.
That's it.
What?
Behind those timbers. It's blocked off. You understand? It's blocked off.
Oh, what do? We can't just stand here. Arnold, that man was killed. There's someone down here, I'm afraid. Oh, Arnold, get me out of here.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta think.
Think?
Now, whoever killed Tom, not down here necessarily.
You don't think so,
Well, why should he be? Nothing to steal down here. Tom was always borrowing money from people. Somebody he didn't pay back. Yeah, that's it.
But the doors...
Oh, well, he got out and closed the doors. What of it? We can get out. Come on.
Where?
I told you these tunnels lead to the buildings all over the business section. Follow the tunnel to the next sub-basement, to the next building. We'll get out, that's all.
Honey, don't get too far ahead of me this time.
Well, just walk fast, will you?
Yes. Oh, honey, I look forward so very much to tonight. It had been so long since you'd even thought about me. I knew that. And tonight, when you called me up and told me to meet you here, and then when you started to play those crazy, scary jokes before, even then I didn't...
Irma, you see it too?
Is it after us?
Don't talk, run.
Oh, my side, it's hurting.
Well, that's too bad.
Honey, don't leave me behind. Honey, I can't run any fast. Honey, wait. Honey, honey, what? Oh, honey. Oh, I'm coming. Honey, what? Your leg.
Broken. It's broken.
Oh, honey, come on.
Can't.
Hold on to me, will you?
No,
But you can't lie here, that thing.
It's coming.
I don't know, I can't see it.
I was running. A rock under my foot.
Arnold, over here, a pile of boxes.
What?
Hide behind them. If I help you, could you go over
Yes,
there?
hide. Give me your arm.
Yes, I will. Come on, dear.
Careful.
Hold on to me. If you hold my arm tight. Come.
Get over there.
Come on. I'll help you.
Take it easy,
That's
will
it.
you?
That's it. We're getting there.
Hurts.
Back here. There.
Oh. Now help me down.
Yes.
Easy.
Here you are. Oh, honey. There. Oh. Oh. We'll be all right. Oh.
see it?
No. No, it's gone. Just don't think about it, Arnie.
What was it? Irma, do you hear me? What was it? Well, you went to school. You studied things like that. That thing. What was it? Irma, didn't you hear me?
Yes, I heard you.
Well, what was it? What was it? Was it a lizard? Yes, some kind of a lizard. That's it. It was a lizard.
Some kind of a lizard.
Oh, why do you say it that way?
I saw it good, Arnie.
Well?
In school. One of the books, there was an animal like that.
How did it get down here? A lizard that big?
Oh, no, you don't understand. Geology book. The thing wasn't a lizard exactly.
Huh?
It was a dinosaur.
Are you crazy?
No. I'm telling you what I saw. It sort of sat up on its hind feet. Just like the picture in the book.
What are you trying to do? Make me crazy, too? Why, those things died millions of years ago.
Arnie, look.
Huh?
Way down the tunnel. By the light. It is a dinosaur.
Don't move.
Arnie, it is a dinosaur. Has it gone away?
I don't know.
It's been so long.
Just don't move.
It just looked at us.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it come after us? Why?
Huh? Maybe it didn't see us.
What?
Oh, it was like something that had been in the dark for a long, long time.
Yes. Oh.
Don't move around.
Oh, there's a little room back here.
Oh, would you rather go out there?
Oh, don't be angry with me, Ernie.
Angry? Why should I be angry? Irma, you went to school. You studied those things. You called it a
dinosaur.
Yeah. All these hours I've been thinking, how could a thing like that, which was supposed to have passed out of the world so many years ago, how could it be alive now?
I don't know.
Irma, listen, I know. This tunnel under the business district, they were putting on an extension, blasting in the rock. Maybe that thing came out from inside the earth.
Maybe.
You're not frightened, are you?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm with you.
If it came back, what could I do for you?
It's just being with you.
Yeah.
I keep thinking...
What?
That poor watchman.
Yeah, it'll really be something when it's morning and everyone finds out about it.
What do you think they'll do?
They'll hunt it down. The police will get it soon enough.
Arnold.
Yeah?
Arnold, what if it won't be here then?
Huh?
It's been hours since we last saw it standing down there. What if it's gone back where it came from?
It's all right with me.
But what if they're not...
They'll hunt it down. They'll find it.
Arnold, what's that?
It's all right. Everything's all right.
But what was...
6 o'clock. That was the bell back in the basement. The day engineer turned off one of the sprinkler alarms.
Oh. Oh, Arnie. Come on. Come on, I'll help you.
Wait.
But you said there was...
Look. Over there. Back. It's back.
Help! Help!
Don't. Blast you. He's looking right at us. Well, they didn't hear us, but it did. It's starting this way. Oh, my leg. Arnie. Oh, how slowly it's moving. As if it can hardly see. That's it, Irma, that's it.
What?
It's blind. That thing's blind. It's lived under the earth so long it can't see.
But it's still coming this way. Oh, honey, come on.
I can't.
Hold on to me.
Let me alone. Go ahead.
No, try. I'll carry you.
Crazy. You can't carry me.
I will.
Go ahead, Emma. Go ahead. I tell you.
won't
Go on. Don't stay here. I tell you. Go on.
Honey, please listen to
Why
me.
should you stay here with me? I wanted to kill you tonight. You hear me? I brought you down here to kill you.
Oh, Arnie, no, you're only saying
you. I'm
that.
telling you the truth. I brought you down here to kill you.
No, Arnie, I'll stay with you.
Listen to me. I brought you down here to kill you. Now, that's the truth. Look at me and believe it because it's the truth.
That's why you...
That's why I suddenly got so wonderful. I was sick and tired of you. I was sick and tired of living. So I brought you down here to kill you and then kill myself.
Arnie.
Look at it out there. It's feeling its way along. Well, he'll take care of me, but you've got to get out of here, Irma.
No.
You've got to get out.
August 24th, 1943. Lights Out. The conclusion next on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Veterinary telemedicine is booming. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori Teller, president of the American Veterinary Medical Association, and I know firsthand that telehealth is a valuable tool to help provide our precious pets with the healthcare they need and deserve. Here are some situations where telemedicine may be an option for you and your pet. If the veterinarian has seen your pet in person in the past. If you're not sure you need to schedule an in-person visit. If your pet had surgery and needs post-operative follow-up. For skin diseases and rash rechecks. When your veterinarian needs to monitor your pet's chronic problems such as diabetes or allergies. If there are behavioral issues or training challenges. Or for hospice care. It's always good to have your session in a quiet place with good lighting. If you're not sure if you should set up a telehealth session, call your veterinarian and they'll let you know. To learn more, check out avma.org/telehealth. avma.org/telehealth.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of Sub-Basement, an episode of Lights Out, Joseph-Kearnes and Bea Benaderet, August 24th, 1943.
I deserve to die, but Irma, not you. You're so blasted good. I guess that's why I got tired of you, but that's no reason for you to die. Irma, stop looking at me like that. You've got to get out. Run straight down the tunnel. Keep running and you'll get away. Irma, just don't look at me. Get going.
No, Arnold.
Oh, why don't you say what you've always said to me all these years? Just as you say, Arnie, just as you say. Oh, Irma, will you get out of here?
How slowly it moves.
Irma.
It is blind.
Blast you. Look, will you listen to me? Will you go? You've got to go. They'll think I've killed you.
No, they won't. They
yes,
won't.
Yes, they will. I left a note back home for the police. I told them I had killed you. If that thing kills you and me, they'll still think I was the one who did it. Now, do you want me to be a murderer? Do you want that?
You left a note?
Yes, yes. Don't you remember I turned back after you went out the door on the dining room table? Irma, get out of here and get that note. Don't make them think I killed you, and I didn't, and I don't want to. You're such a good... You're too good for me, and I was tired, and I was crazy. Don't make me a murderer, Irma.
Arnie. Goodbye.
Goodbye? Yes, Irma. Yes, hurry. Run fast. Straight ahead. He won't get you, I promise.
Arnie.
Go. All right. You blind thing, you. Here I am. Yeah. Here I am. Here. I'm not scared. Come and get me.
Mr. Obler. You'll never get me down in my sub-basement again.
On the contrary, Frank, I should imagine tonight's story would make you extremely curious about subterranean matters. Remember at the very start of the play, I said something about the play happening because of something that had happened to me a very, very long time ago?
Yes, of course I do.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Frank, it happened when I was just a child. My going down into that sub-basement and the memory of it stayed with me all these years. It's those deep impressions we get as children which are truly wonderful. For a child sees with young, untired eyes and thinks with a young, untired mind. A child is constantly seeing the wonder of the world, the sweet water falling out of the heavens, people's faces, no one of them exactly alike, and green things growing out of the earth with colors hanging over them, and the wonder of things being born out of nothingness, and the equal wonder of sleep and awakening and dying. These are the things which our older, tired mind, well, the eyes forget to see, and the tired head forgets to think and marvel at.
Now, have you anything to tell us so we can anticipate next week's play, Mr. Obler?
Yes, I think I can say without qualification that it's a play close to the thoughts of everyone listening in. Well, Frank, to live forever. To live forever. Which one among us has not thought of that? To live forever. Through these years and the next and all through space and all through time. That's what our play is about next week, and its title, The Immortal Gentleman. But that, as usual, is next week.
Yes, tune in next Tuesday again for Arch Obler's eerie story, The Immortal Gentleman. And if you need more vitamin B1 and iron, be sure to try ironized yeast. But remember, there's only one ironized yeast. You'll know it instantly by the yellow and orange package and by the big letters IY on the container and on each tablet.
August 24th, 1943. Arch Obler's Lights Out on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, here's an episode of the soap opera Claudia, as it was originally broadcast August 24th, 1948.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia, based on the famous play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
My, you're making a fuss dressing today, Beau Brummel.
I'm not making a fuss.
Oh, for a silly little baseball game.
There's nothing silly about a baseball game. There's nothing little either.
I wonder why going to a mere baseball game inflates a man's conceit so.
Probably because baseball is the one sport which is still sacred to the male sex.
That's a dull reason.
Baseball is the last outpost of a man's dignity.
Baseball can be dull.
You're saying that merely proved my point, Mrs. Norton.
For instance, Mr. Norton.
Well, is there such thing as a female baseball player? No. Was the home run king of the diamond a lass in skirts?
He may not have worn skirts, but I think I remember the name was Babe Ruth.
Very funny.
Oh, yes, David, as much as you like, you can't really exclude us, even from baseball.
You're in a remarkably cutting mood this morning.
Not at all. You're just so cute, getting all dressed up for a mere baseball game.
I am merely wearing a sports jacket.
Flannel trousers and shoes.
I'll wring your neck in a minute.
Why don't you wear a bow tie around
One more
yours?
word out of you, and I'm going...
Aren't bow ties fashionable for baseball this season? You look so cute in bow ties.
I never wear them.
You should. They go nicely with your chin.
1, 2, 3.
3 strikes and you're out.
You remember that much?
You know, I'm surprised at Roger going to the ball game with you. He's not a very sporty kind of man, is he?
Well, baseball's a great deal more than a mere sport. It's a very intellectual game.
Oh, you mean during those long pauses when nothing happens? Everybody gets intellectual.
Oh, shut up.
Yep, I guess that's what you mean.
If you knew more about the game, you'd realize that strategy is the dominant factor.
I think hitting the ball way out over the fence, that's more dominant. More fun, too.
Anybody can hit the ball.
Can you?
Well, I'm not a baseball player.
Oh, I see.
And everybody who knows the man with brains wins the game for his team.
Who's he?
There's a catcher who signals the pitcher what kind of ball to throw at the plate, or the coach who decides what kind of a hit it should be.
Hit is a hit in any language.
A bunt isn't. When to bunt, that's strategy. Stealing bases, double plays, putting in a pinch hitter, using a southpaw pitcher, that's strategy. Every man who watches a ball game has the fun of trying to guess and foretell what strategy a team's going to use.
I still think hitting the ball is the most fun.
Oh, what's the use of talking? You have a closed mind.
Well, at least I have a mind. Darling, have you got good seats?
Great. Roger got them. They're in a box right behind the home plate.
Oh, I think baseball words are so cute. Bunt, plate, southpaw. What are some others?
I wouldn't tell you.
No, I meant it seriously.
All the more reason.
Oh, you get so stuffy about things. Hey, aren't you dressed yet?
What's the big rush?
Oh, nothing. Except you'd think you were going to a ball instead of to a baseball game.
You really feel superior this morning, don't you?
Very, very. You think Roger likes baseball? I think he's too fastidious. Oh, he'd never get excited and shout. And what if he gets warm, David? Oh, he must hate being warm.
What are you driving at?
Nothing.
Now, listen to me a minute. These tickets are Roger's tickets. He invited me to go with him. He's going because he wants to. No matter what you say about it, he's going.
Who said he wasn't?
Well, I wouldn't take a woman to a baseball game even if she knew what the score was.
In case you're interested, this particular woman is not trying to work you up into inviting her. No, I'm not. This woman is not interested in what the score is or will be or... So just stop worrying about it, darling.
As long as that's settled. Come on, let's go down to breakfast.
All right.
I'm still an architect, and I still have to get to the station and get to the office and support you and your son.
I'm ready. I've been waiting for you, Mr. Architect. Don't look so grumpy.
Why shouldn't I be? I've every reason to.
Aren't you delighted that it's a nice day?
Mm-hmm. Perfect baseball weather.
Hope you don't get a sunstroke.
Oh, thanks.
I wonder who that is.
I'll answer it. You tell Bertha I'm ready for my coffee.
For some eggs, too.
No eggs today.
Oh, yes, eggs today. If you're going to eat popcorn and frankfurters all afternoon, you better line your stomach with eggs.
Only girls go to ball games for the menu. Hello. Oh, Roger, good morning. I'm all ready. Oh, meet at the office. Oh, you're kidding, of course. Well, you can't have a cold in the middle of August. Oh, you had to go to the movies, huh? You sure you can't come along? Well, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Hey, what about your ticket? Anyone special you'd like to give it to? Well, of course, I can find somebody to go with me, but I'm sorry it won't be you. Well, I'll call you when I get to town. Goodbye, Roger.
Who is that?
Roger.
Oh, reminding you about the ball game? Is he as excited as you are?
I am not excited.
Oops, sorry.
He's sick. He has a cold.
Oh, poor Roger. I hope his wife's home to take care of him. It's awful to have a cold alone.
From where I sit, it'd be bliss to have a cold alone.
David, that means he can't go to the baseball game with you.
Exactly.
Well, will you go alone? I mean, why don't you invite someone to go with you?
Just thinking if you'd give me a chance.
Let me see now. Who is there? What about Colligan?
No. Colligan's on a fishing trip.
Well, what about Kelly?
Well, Kelly's working on a job in New Jersey.
What about your brother Hartley?
Gone up to Newport with Julia.
Good.
No, it's funny. I can't think of anybody right now.
Well, come on into breakfast. You've plenty of time to think of somebody when you're in New York.
Tough on Roger, isn't it?
I don't know. I still think he's not the type.
Little Miss Psychology. Well, name somebody who is the type.
Oh, David, I'd ever so much rather you'd name her.
Do you want a program or a scorecard, Claudia?
No, thanks. I don't need a thing. Not even a menu.
You probably wouldn't know what to do with a scorecard anyway.
I'd rather watch the game.
Here, our seats are over there. Hey, watch where you're going, Claudia.
Oops, I'm sorry. Excuse me. David, so many people. I've never seen so many people.
Excuse me, please.
I suppose they all like watching baseball.
No, they're here because they don't like it.
Must be something to it I don't see.
Have you ever seen a baseball game?
Oh, not one like this, I haven't. Hey, isn't the grass out there lovely?
It's called a diamond.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how they keep it so green. Ours is so burned.
Well, here we are, darling. Excuse us, please.
These are wonderful seats. You can see the whole game from here. Excuse me, please.
Oh, that's all right, lady.
Here, I'll go in first. The man in front of that seat is taller.
Can you see over him, darling? It's more important for you to see.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Oh, I wish they'd begin now that I'm here.
That's undoubtedly what they're waiting for.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Now, listen, hon. Let me teach you a little about baseball before they start.
Oh, don't bother, David.
Aren't you even interested?
Just look at the hat that woman's wearing. She looks like an Indian with a feather.
All right. You don't have to listen to me. But just don't go asking me a lot of questions during the game.
I promise. Promise.
My wife is the same, mister. Used to take her with me, but she stays home now.
You've got the right idea.
I made up my mind to it the day she said she thought it was unfair to have 9 men in the field, all against the one man at bat. That did it. She stays home now.
It must have been tough.
It sure was.
David, is that them?
Yeah, here they come. Here they come.
Come on, you beautiful bombs, murderer!
That's the giants over there, isn't it, David?
Yeah.
Gee, look, see their underwear sticking out of their sleeves. They look like sissies.
Well, there's a reason for it.
I think I like the Dodgers best. They've got more sex appeal.
Oh, they got savvy and know-how, lady. That's what counts. Come on, you guys! Spread them giants all over the ballpark! Murder them!
So excited, David, and they haven't even begun.
That's little Joe coming up, isn't it?
That's Joe Rosati batting for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Joe Rosati. Sounds like something to eat.
He's been hitting like an angel. Come on, Joe, right over the fence, Joe.
He hasn't got a chance against us southpaw. He's a southpaw as a left-handed pitcher, darling.
Oh, thank you, David.
Oh, don't swing at those, you jerk!
Everybody's so excited.
Oh, that's strike one. Wait for him, you
Come on, watch him over there. Watch him over.
Come on, little Joe, over the breaches.
They don't look so good to me, David.
That's waiting for him, Joe.
Come on, let him go by.
lady.
Let him go by.
Pitcher certainly takes his time. He makes it look so complicated.
Now, he's going to knock the cover off of this one. I know it.
Run!
Safe on first! Oh, that's showing them how to play, Joe.
All right, now, Muzzy Stern's up. Hey, what's he hit?
328. He'll hit a home run for sure. Come on, sweetheart! Slam it out, boy!
Come on, knock the cover off of it.
He's awful tall, isn't he? I bet he's handsome, too, David.
Now, watch him swing, darling. Now, look at the way he stands up the plate. His feet wide apart. He's a ball player's ball player, all right. Oh, boy.
Hey, oh, you sweet
What a hit, what a hit.
Ball player,
Slide, you don't slide! Safe on second, too. Right in the hole between first and second.
Yeah.
Gee, David, I thought it'd be a double play at first.
Yeah, it looked that way.
Let's see. Man on first, man on second.
What a ballsy! What a ball!
David, you realize that if the next man hits a home run, we'll be ahead 3-0. We've hardly even gotten started.
Yes, I realize it.
Hey, we're still at the top of the batting order, too, aren't we?
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute there.
What's the matter, darling?
I thought you didn't know anything about baseball.
I never said that.
I thought you didn't like baseball.
Oh, I didn't say that either. I just think it's dull to watch. I mean, compared to playing it, of course.
Mm-hmm. How would you know?
David, didn't I ever tell you I played substitute shortstop on our high school team? They were short-handed. I was pretty good, too. Oh, Mama was horrified.
So you played baseball?
Yeah.
Well, I give up. Nothing is sacred anymore.
Come on, Harry, a home run, a home run!
Yeah, lady, that's right. Cross your fingers over the bleachers, you bum!
And you want to know something else, David?
I'm not sure I do.
Even watching baseball is fun with you. David, watch, look, he's going to bunt instead of trying for a homer.
My own wife telling me this is the end.
Slide, you don't slide!
You're marketing and you need a break. So you look around for that familiar Coke cooler. You're driving and the friendly red cooler is a welcome sight when you stop for gas and oil. You meet a friend on the street and you say, "Let's have a Coke," knowing the red cooler is handy. But you have a white cooler that's handy this minute, right in your own kitchen. Yes, the family refrigerator can be your private Coke cooler. All you have to do is stock up on Coca-Cola and keep plenty on ice. Then you're ready to enjoy the pause that refreshes during work or leisure hours. You're ready to offer refreshing hospitality to visitors, both expected and unexpected. Buy Coke by the case, and your white cooler need never be without refreshment.
Say, that lady sure knew her onions when it came to baseball.
Claudia knows her onions about a lot of things.
You don't say.
Indeed. And David is still finding out what they are.
Boy, in the 8th inning, she was calling them balls like an umpire.
Never underestimate the power of a woman, sir.
Oh, I know better than that. All right. I'm married to one, and I'll bet you something else. I bet you she becomes a real ball fan.
Oh, I think Claudia's too busy for that. And she likes too many other things to single out baseball.
For instance?
Well, for instance, Coney Island.
The amusement center of the world?
Come around tomorrow and find out.
I'll do that. So long.
So long. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes. And ice-cold Coca-Cola is everywhere. This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney.
August 24th, 1948, Claudia here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. Would you do me a favor and thank this radio station and support their advertisers? It is their kindness and courtesy that allows us to be with you each and every time we roll around here on your favorite radio station. Now, if you miss a day, you don't have to miss a single show. All of our shows are available through my webpage at classicradio.stream. There you can stream the shows on demand. There is a list of the podcast applications that have our shows available there. You can download the podcast, or you can even download the apps and listen on the go. You can learn more about building a classic radio collection of your own. You can find our social media links. You can contact me, and if you like what we do, you can buy me a coffee. That would help us a lot and would help us to grow our classic radio theater collection. You can find all of that at classicradio.stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, and tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.